Welcome to the Daily Decant, your 5-minute briefing on the world of wine. Each episode delivers practical insights to help you choose, order, and talk about wine with more confidence in everyday social settings. Let's get into today's decant. Today is the practical episode, and this week it's particularly important because sparkling wine has a lot more ways to confuse and mislead a buyer than almost any other category. Label terminology that makes no intuitive sense, sweetness levels that contradict what the words seem to mean, price premiums that are sometimes entirely justified and sometimes entirely marketing. So let's cut through all of it today. Let's start with the sweetness, because this is one that trips people up most consistently. The sweetness level of a sparkling wine is determined by the dosage, the small amount of sugar solution added just before final bottling. The scale goes from bone dry to quite sweet, and the label terms are in French regardless of where the wine comes from. So here they are in order from driest to sweetest. Zero dosage, also called Brut nature or non-dosé, no sugar added at all. These are the most austere and mineral expressions of sparkling wine. They require very ripe, high-quality base wines to work because there is nothing to soften any rough edges. Brilliant in the right hands, challenging when the base wine isn't up to it, extra brut, under 6 grams of sugar per liter, barely perceptible sweetness. It's very dry, precise, excellent for food pairing, and brut under 12 grams. This is the standard default style for most champagne and sparkling wine. When you order a glass of champagne without specifying, this is almost certainly what you're getting. Extra sec or extra dry, 12 to 17 grams. Confusingly, this is slightly sweeter than brut despite the word dry. You'll see this mainly on Prosecco. And then sec is 17 to 32 grams, which is noticeably sweet. After that, Demi-sec, 32 to 50 grams, which is quite sweet and excellent with dessert. And doux, over 50 grams, very sweet but rarely seen today. Now, NV versus vintage, and when each is the right choice. Non-vintage sparkling wine is consistent, reliable, and ready to drink immediately. There's no need to cellar it. It's the right choice for a party, for an aperitif, for everyday drinking. It's not a lesser choice, and the best non-vintage champagne from a great house or grower is a genuinely extraordinary wine that simply expresses a style rather than a year. You can buy it, chill it, drink it within a year of purchase. Vintage sparkling wines is for when the occasion calls for something specific and profound. It rewards cellaring. A serious vintage champagne from 2018 or 2008 is a different and deeper experience than its NV sibling. If you're buying vintage, give it time. 5 years minimum from release, 10 years or more for the very best. Value picks across all 5 categories this week. So under $20, Prosecco Superior from Bissol or Ruggeri are reliably excellent. Also look for entry-level Cremon d'Alsace from established producers. $20 to $40, this is where Cremon absolutely shines. A Cremon de Loire from a serious producer at this price point will genuinely surprise you. Also, grower champagne from lesser-known producers start to appear at this level. $40 to $80, the sweet spot for Cava, Recaredo, and Gramona. An excellent grower champagne NV from producers like Pierre Peter's or Beresh. $80 and above, you're looking at house non-vintage from the great champagne mansions, Louis Roederer, Brut, Premier, Taittinger, Comte de Champagne, in great vintages, or single vineyard grower bottles. In the sommelier script, this one requires a few more words than usual because sparkling wine needs some context. You can say, I'm looking for sparkling wine. I want something dry, traditional method if possible, and with some real character and lees, aging complexity. I'm open to champagne or something from outside the region if there's an interesting grower or Cremon on the list. What do you have that's genuinely exciting for the price? That question tells a knowledgeable sommelier everything. You know the difference between methods, you understand lees aging as a quality signal, and you're open to exploration, and you want value. You'll get a dramatically better recommendation than, do you have any champagne? One final thought on the practical side is that sparkling wine is the most food-versatile wine category there is. It works with oysters and caviar, obviously, but also with fried food, salty snacks, crispy food, rich cream sauces, Chinese food, for example, almost anything from the sea as well. The high acidity and bubbles cut through fat and salt in a way that still wine simply doesn't. And if you're not sure what to order with a meal, get a glass of Brut champagne or serious cava, and that's almost never the wrong answer. Tomorrow we'll head into the Sunday wrap, and we'll talk about everything we've learned this week, tied all together, top 5 bottles, 3-sentence cheat sheet, and a look to what's ahead. That's today's Daily Decant. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe and share with your friends so you can continue building your wine knowledge in just a few minutes a day. See you tomorrow for your next decant.